Which choice completes the text with the most logical transition? Historically, most conductors of major orchestras and opera companies have been European men, but a new, more diverse generation of artists is stepping up to the podium. Mexico's Alondra de la Pera took over as conductor for the Queensland Symphony Orchestra in 2017. Blank, and Colombia's Lina Gonzalez Ganeros did the same for the Los Angeles Opera in 2022. So looking at these two sentences, the first sentence highlights a claim, which is that most conductors have been typically European men, but recently a more diverse generation of artists stepping up to the podium. The second sentence highlights examples of this, where a Mexican person took over as conductor of the Queensland Symphony Orchestra, and a Colombian person took over as conductor for the Los Angeles Opera. So the best transition here would highlight the fact that the second sentence serves as an example of the first sentence. So let's look at the answer choices. A, in addition. This is incorrect because in addition implies that the second sentence is merely adding more details to what was said earlier, not examples of what was said earlier. So for that reason, A is incorrect. B, lastly. This is incorrect because lastly implies that the second sentence is a sort of last step in a process, or a concluding summary, but this is not the case because the second sentence serves to show some examples of what was said in the first sentence. And because lastly does not highlight this or emphasize this, B is incorrect. C, granted. This is incorrect because granted would imply that these examples mentioned in the second sentence are exceptions to what was said earlier, but this is not the case because the way the examples are cited in the second sentence highlights or supports what was said earlier. It's not meant to be taken as an exception of what was said earlier. So C, granted, is incorrect. D, for instance. This is the correct answer because for instance correctly implies that the second sentence is an example of what was said in the first sentence. Therefore, D, for instance, is correct.